Did you know that the average American produces about 4.4 pounds of waste every single day? That adds up to nearly 1,600 pounds a year. While it can feel overwhelming, there's good news: living sustainably doesn't have to cost a fortune. In fact, making small changes can actually save you money. According to the World Economic Forum, if we all made simple adjustments to our daily habits, we could reduce our carbon footprint by up to 70%. Imagine saving money while helping the planet. Sounds too good to be true, right? But it's possible. In this guide, we'll explore practical strategies for creating a sustainable lifestyle without emptying your wallet. From transforming your home into an eco-friendly space to mastering the art of frugal eating, you'll discover tips that are easy to implement. We'll also dive into affordable transportation options and how to practice mindful consumerism. Each chapter is packed with fun facts and simple steps that will empower you to make a difference. Get ready to embark on your journey towards sustainability without breaking the bank. Chapter 1: Green Homes on a Budget, Smart Hacks for Sustainable Living Spaces. Sustainable living doesn't mean expensive solar panels or a fancy eco-home makeover. In fact, it can be incredibly affordable with a few small changes. A key step is to focus on energy efficiency. Did you know that heating and cooling account for nearly 50% of a home's energy use? Something as simple as sealing windows and doors can cut your heating bills by up to 10% each year. You can do it yourself with weather stripping for just a few dollars. Another great hack is to switch to LED bulbs. They use about 75% less energy than traditional incandescent bulbs and can last up to 25 times longer. It might seem like a small change, but if every US household replaced just one bulb, we'd save enough energy to light 2.6 million homes for a year. Repurposing old furniture is another creative way to live green without spending big. Instead of buying new, consider upcycling. Old wooden pallets can be turned into stylish bookshelves or coffee tables with minimal effort and cost. This also keeps bulky items out of landfills. Every year, Americans throw away 12 million tons of furniture. Upcycling can save money and reduce waste at the same time. Another affordable change is utilizing natural light. Rearrange your rooms to maximize daylight, reducing the need for artificial lighting during the day. It's free and lowers your electricity bill. Plus, exposure to natural light improves mood and boosts productivity. Win-win. Chapter 2: Sustainable Style, Eco-Friendly Fashion. Without the price tag, sustainable fashion doesn't have to mean expensive eco-brands. There are plenty of affordable ways to look good while protecting the planet. Thrift shopping is an excellent way to build a wardrobe sustainably. According to ThredUp, thrifting saves 82% of the carbon emissions that would come from buying new clothes. Plus, vintage and second-hand items are often more unique than fast fashion. Another great tip is to try clothing swaps with friends or local communities. This not only reduces the demand for new clothing but is also a fun way to refresh your wardrobe for free. A study by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation found that if we extended the life of our clothes by just 9 months, we could reduce carbon, water, and waste footprints by around 20–30% per person. Upcycling is another fantastic way to get creative with old clothes. For instance, you can turn an old shirt into a trendy tote bag or customize jeans with patches to give them a fresh look. This approach saves money and keeps textiles out of landfills, where over 85% of discarded clothes end up. Avoiding fast fashion is key to sustainable style. The industry produces 10% of all global carbon emissions and is the second largest consumer of the world's water supply. Instead, invest in timeless pieces or versatile basics that can be styled in multiple ways. This not only cuts down on waste but also saves you from constantly chasing trends. Chapter 3: Zero Waste for Pennies, Simple Swaps for Everyday Items. Living a zero-waste lifestyle doesn't have to be expensive. In fact, it can save you money in the long run. One of the easiest swaps is using reusable bags instead of plastic ones. The average family uses about 1,500 plastic bags each year, but one reusable bag can replace hundreds of them. Plus, many stores now offer small discounts for bringing your own bags. Switching to reusable containers for food storage is another simple yet impactful change. Instead of buying plastic sandwich bags or cling wrap, consider using glass jars or reusable silicone bags. You can even save and reuse jars from store-bought food, cutting costs while reducing waste. In the US, 30% of all trash is made up of packaging, so small swaps like this make a big difference. Another easy switch is to make your own household cleaners. A mix of vinegar, baking soda, and water can replace harsh chemical cleaners, and it costs pennies to make. Not only does this reduce plastic packaging, but it also keeps harmful toxins out of your home. Plus, the Environmental Working Group notes that homemade cleaners are often just as effective as store-bought ones, without the environmental impact. For personal care, consider switching to reusable alternatives like cloth napkins instead of paper towels or handkerchiefs instead of tissues. It might sound old-fashioned, but these simple swaps can save you money and cut down on the 3,000 tons of paper towels that Americans throw away each day. Another easy zero-waste swap is to opt for a reusable water bottle. Americans use an estimated 50 billion plastic water bottles a year, but by switching to a reusable bottle, you can save money and reduce plastic waste. Many cities now have refill stations, so it's a simple way to stay hydrated without contributing to landfill. If you're finding value in these tips, be sure to subscribe for more practical strategies and advice on sustainable living. Join our community and start making a positive impact today. Chapter 4: The Art of Frugal Eating. Sustainable food choices that save money. Eating sustainably can actually save you money, despite what many people think. A great place to start is by meal planning. Planning your meals ahead of time reduces impulse purchases and food waste. In fact, Americans waste about 30–40% of the food supply each year. That's roughly $1,800 per household, according to the USDA. Buying in bulk is another effective way to save money while reducing waste. Foods like rice, beans, and oats are often cheaper when bought in larger quantities, and you can store them in reusable containers. This reduces packaging waste and cuts down on trips to the store. Plus, dried goods last a long time, so you won't have to worry about them spoiling. Growing your own food is another budget-friendly, sustainable option. Even if you don't have a large garden, you can grow herbs or small vegetables in pots on your windowsill or balcony. A small basil plant can produce a huge amount of fresh leaves, saving you from buying expensive store-bought herbs. Not to mention, homegrown produce tastes better, and it's pesticide-free. Another smart strategy is to go plant-based a few times a week. Not only is this good for the environment, but it can also lower your grocery bill. Meat and dairy production use more resources than plant-based foods. According to a study by Oxford University, switching to a plant-based diet could reduce an individual's carbon footprint from food by up to 73%. Lastly, don't overlook the power of leftovers. Instead of tossing out extra food, get creative with it. You can make soups, stir-fries, or sandwiches from last night's dinner. This simple habit reduces waste and stretches your grocery budget even further. Remember, every time you save food from the trash, you're saving money too. Chapter 5: Eco-friendly transportation. Ride green without spending a fortune. Reducing your carbon footprint through transportation doesn't have to involve buying a pricey electric car. Biking is one of the most affordable and eco-friendly ways to get around. Plus, it's great for your health. According to a study by the League of American Bicyclists, regular cycling can reduce the risk of heart disease by 50%. If biking isn't an option, consider public transportation. Buses and trains emit far less CO2 per passenger than cars. In fact, switching to public transport could cut your transportation emissions by 45%. Many cities offer affordable monthly passes, making this a budget-friendly way to lower your environmental impact. Carpooling is another excellent strategy. Apps like BlaBlaCar or Waze Carpool make it easier than ever to share rides, splitting both the cost and emissions between passengers. A full car means fewer vehicles on the road, which reduces traffic and pollution. If you're looking to go electric without breaking the bank, consider electric scooters or bikes. They're a fraction of the cost of electric cars, and they're ideal for short trips around town. Electric scooters produce zero emissions during use, making them a great green alternative. Walking is, of course, the ultimate zero-cost, zero-emissions transportation. For short trips, walking is often faster than driving when you consider parking time. It's also a great way to incorporate more exercise into your daily routine. According to the CDC, walking just 30 minutes a day can improve your cardiovascular health. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more practical advice and strategies on living a sustainable lifestyle. Join our community today and start making a difference for our planet.